students. Tonight we're talking about conflicts. And our goal is 5.3 and 4.3. And our statement is I can identify different types of conflicts in a story. Alright, so let's take a look at what this really means. Okay, so first you're going to find the section in your craft notebook or folder for C, and then you're going to put conflict down, and we're going to talk about the 4 types of conflict. And then we're also going to talk about what conflict is. So conflict is the problem in a story. There are 4 types of conflict. Person versus self, person versus nature, person versus society, and person versus person. So person versus self is an inner conflict that the character has within themselves. Could be, think about, you hear somebody talk about the good angel and the bad angel on your shoulder, the conflict, you're self-conscious. Those are that person versus self, a fight between something going on within you. Person versus nature. This is a conflict between the character and a natural occurrence. For example, you and a tornado, or you and a hurricane, or you and an earthquake. That's a conflict between you and nature. Person versus person. This is a conflict between 2 characters. If you and another student are having problems, then you have a conflict between person versus person. And then our last one is person versus society. And this is a conflict between the character and the world around them. For example, it could be a character who is fighting against racism, or what society doesn't believe that they should be doing. A female playing in the National League of Baseball. That would be person against society kind of concept. Alright. So now, what type of conflict is in this story? Remember, we have 4 types. Man versus man, man versus nature, man versus himself, and man versus society. Alright, so let's take a look. On one hand, Cindy deserves to make the team, but I'm not just the coach. I'm her father. What will people think if I pick my own daughter over all the other kids who tried out, even if they aren't as good as she is? You have to follow your conscience. Okay, so what type of conflict is this person having? If you said character versus self, you are correct. Very good. Alright, let's try another one. All the girls were making jewelry boxes and all the boys were making cars, said Janet's shop teacher. I don't want to make a jewelry box, Janet said. I want to make a car too. Cars are for boys, the teacher said. I don't think so, Janet replied. What type of conflict is that? Actually, you could see it as 2 different conflicts. One could be character versus character, because it is Janet versus the teacher, but at the same time, it's also Janet versus society, because we have to think about society thinks, jewelry boxes are for girls and cars are for boys. We still, even to this day, still have issues with the difference, Alright, so good job. Let's look at your homework. Remember, make sure you've copied down your definition and be ready to complete your entrance card tomorrow. I'll see you then.